Hey everyone, it's Army Gaming. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Welcome to an exclusive first look at the brand new quest monster, Gwalirn. This monster is currently breedable, so hopefully you guys can pick him up. Huge shout out to SP for giving me everything I need to make this video. They provided the monster, all the cells needed to take him to rank 5. Any gems I use will be reimbursed, and they also provided the foods to feed this monster all the way to level 150. Okay, so that adult form, I can't put my finger on it, but he looks very familiar. If you guys can let me know in the comments below, who does he remind you of? Because he looks so familiar. I love the monster design, by the way. It looks amazing. Gwalirn loves causing chaos on and off the battlefield. Half merfolk and half imp, he must infiltrate and occupy bodies of water outside the underworld to survive, which gives him ample opportunity to play pranks. Alright, let's take a look at his traits. He has the demon trait. Status effects have a 20% less accuracy against it, and he is permanently immune to burn and ignite. He's also immune to freeze. And lastly, which is funny enough, like you can counter out Seokara, who relies on freeze. And then for your rank 3, you have self-increased accuracy. Alright, so let's see how he compares to the other Doomsday monsters. So, as you can see, I currently have it categorized by life. And he has one of the lower life stats in the game, tied with quite a few other monsters. As you can see, everyone from Yeager to Khaladin, Darmith, Viziel, Seokara, and Raris, they have that exact same life stats. Doesn't really matter considering he's more of an attacker, as you can see over here. So let me categorize by the power stats. So in terms of a power stat, he is pretty strong. He's pretty high up there. Currently, he is in 9th place. So of all the Doomsday monsters released, he has the 9th highest power stat. It's also a unique stat. No other monster has this 10,582. Right in between Archduke and Khaladin. And then in terms of a speed stat, which I would say for attackers doesn't really matter as much, he's all the way down here. 7656, tied with that of Khaladin. So they have very similar stats. So overall, the most important thing, considering he's an attacker, is that nice power stats. Alright, so we have Bubbling Water applies boiling to an enemy. It is 0 stamina, 0 cooldown, so you can boil whenever. Boil deals 15% of water damage and 10% of fire damage. A very powerful torture. Moving on, we have Come Deep, deals very low water damage to an enemy and applies Drowned. Alright, so you also have access to Drowned. I think this is a monster I said reminds me of HIDRORION, except without the artifact. So lots of Drowned and Boiling we're going to see. Moderate water damage applies boiling to one enemy. So 0 cooldown, so if you get hit with CDA, you're fine, which is useful because who do we have right now? I believe we have Zyron. Zyron does CDA. An upcoming monster, the upcoming Tails monster, is also going to do CDA Raris, so having 0 cooldown skills is going to be valuable. We have Evil Wave, deals moderate water damage to an enemy, applies Drowned. I will say I would rather take the Drowned DOT, and then you can do Burnt Blood for the Boiling. Alright, we have Evil Tides, deals moderate water damage, applies Drowned. Yeah, very much reminds me of HIDRORION. Boiling Sea, now we have an AoE Boiling. We have Sharp Eyes, applies freeze to an enemy, applies bleed. So at least this monster also has denial. Even though he's an attacker based monster, if you find yourself in a situation where you can't kill the enemy if something goes wrong, well, you can always immobilize. Yes, it deals no damage, but sometimes that's a good thing because then relics or especially talents won't trigger. Underwater Gates deals very heavy water damage to an enemy, applies boiling and drown. So you have a strong single. So this is a very straightforward monster in terms of a setup. You run your attack skills. So we're gonna run our AoE. Let's see. We're gonna run our AoE Drowned. As I said, if you're gonna, it really depends if you're gonna use Burnt Blood or not. Most of the time, I think for the large majority of the community, Burnt Blood is a great talent to use. So you can do Drown and Burnt Blood. You have your strong single if you need to take someone down. I would say this free skill, use it because it could come in handy. And I would probably recommend run one of these 0 cooldown skills. They do require stamina, however. So I would maybe like something like Come Deep, right? So this would be a good skill set. Or you can go with the double AoE route, especially if you're not going to be using Burnt Blood. That way you do have a Boiling and a Drown skill, and then you have a strong single. So that could be a setup. Let's take a look. So Kane's Sword, I love that. Healing. Here, any mask will do. Jazz Mask, Dreams Mask. Let's do that for now. And here, let's just go through some of the talents. So, Anticipation is always a useful one you can do, especially if the enemy has extra turn skills or if you're partnering up with Raris in the future. Let's see what else we have. When the turn starts, enemy's life is below, deals strike damage. This is for some survivability. Here's Burnt Blood. After damaging with a skill, target's life is below 50. Fire damage. Fire damage and Boiling. Let's see what else we have. We have, after damaging with a skill, warrior stamina is below 50. Give stamina to the wearer. Good way to recover your stamina. Demon Wings usable as well. This could be used to get rid of all positive effects on the enemy. OP. This could be to reflect, especially since you're an attacker. If the enemy attacks you, you get skill mirror, you can reflect. And yeah, so assuming we go with Burnt Blood, let's see, Purgatory, and I can increase damage output. We'll just do Burnt Blood, because again, I think this is the mechanic most players will go with. And if that's the case, I don't see the big reason to do the Boiling skill, other than maybe you do the AoE Boiling skill to kill the enemy, and then you follow up with the AoE Drowned for other allies. So I think we will run one of the singles. Evil Wave, I think they deal the same damage. Oh, actually, this is cool too, because Evil Wave is slightly stronger than Boiling Lake. You can see by the little sword percentage. Awesome, awesome. So I think this is what we're going to go with. Why do we have this one? Come Deep, Drowned. Why? This is so interesting. So they cost 30 stamina each, but difference in damage output. That's interesting. Alright, so straightforward monster. Very like HIDRORION, except you don't have artifacts, so you can at least buff this monster. I don't see this monster being a meta monster. I don't see him being used much. We'll give him level 9 runes. We'll go typical attacker setup, 2 strength and a speed. I think this video might be rather fast because he's just there to attack and doesn't offer anything too crazy. So we'll go all 9s on him. Alright, let's take him out into PvP. Okay, so I think one of the best ways to get the most usage out of this monster will be to partner up with your Pandoff, just so I can churn transfer, and that way he gets to attack a couple more times. I think it might also be a good idea to increase his power output, so we're going to go with Quicksand. Then again, I have Mud Body, so we're going to go with the Fire Beast, even though I have the other one higher leveled up, so it would increase my power more. But yeah, let's go with this setup. So I think we're good. Churn Transfer Megatons Attacker. Let's click Fight, and let's see what kind of opponents. We're currently Legendary 3 League. Now, quick reminder, I'm not allowed to win the battles because I'm using exclusive First Look monsters, so if it looks like I'm going to win the battle, I will just be exiting out. And the first thing we have is Lord Nabotis, Chi Long, and a Mouseron. Alright, so we started the game off with Ignorance is Bliss and an Absolute Zero, so I am Mega Frozen. And then Impure, so I lost nothing really. I think I'm just going to cleanse for my allies, or actually, I'm going to remove, I think I'll take the Mega Freeze and Curse Countdown, that's not a problem right now. We'll remove Status Caster MT and Positive Effects from everyone else, and then we'll just do we'll cycle through the skills. So this is a free skill if I need it. Here is the Boiling Sea, which applies Boiling to everyone. I thought I removed it. Did I remove the wrong one? Darn it. I removed the wrong skill, guys. Alright, but now you can see the single target attack, what it does. So I'll do Boiling Sea. So Boiling Sea kicks in, I'll have Boiling now. And then Burnt Blood kicks in, which applies Boiling. But again, this is why it's better to have the Drowned talent, or sorry, the Drowned skill, so then your Burnt talent, your Boiling talent can kick in. So that's kind of an example there. So I'm glad I messed up. Well, I'm not glad, but I'm glad because it also shows you why you don't really need the AoE Boiling if you're thinking about that. But if I didn't have Pure Pandoff, let's see, are you going to attack me? Yeah, so I'm also not running both of them. If I didn't have Pure Pandoff, I would have been able to do my Boiling AoE to kill Mouseron and then come back the next turn. So just things to think about, right? Whether or not you run them, I don't think it's going to make a big difference. And again, I don't think this monster is going to be like any heavy meta monster that you're going to use. So let's put in the right skill. So AoE Drown is what we need. So let's replace that. And then Evil Wave here. I think that's what we're doing. Alright, so let's... And because I am using Pure Pandoff, instead of removing Status Caster Megatons, I could just Churn Transfer immediately and kill the enemy. Alright, another Team Spirit. It's like they're on right now. Climbing the PvP ranks. Alright, let's see. So here is a good example where potentially having both AoEs would better come in handy. Except that we need to cleanse, right? So you have too much. Let's get rid of that. Let's see how powerful it is. Yeah, so it's going to be hard to take him down. I could freeze him. I think this is where I'm going to just single and get 2 dots on him already from the beginning. I'm going to stun him, or should I... I think I should stun him. So let's stun. Alright, stun daze, because he already did. Yeah, so stamina regen, pain distiller, spin ball. Alright, is that heavy roller? Doom Nation, ouch. Alright, I guess I could churn transfer. Do you have evasion, anticipation? Oh, you have anticipation, yikes. Alright, let's activate cooldowns. Follow me. Ooh, on himself. That's not bad. We're gonna do... I guess we go with the AoE Drowned. Burnt Blood kicks in. He's immune to dots. But see, on Pango, I'm hitting with both. I guess I will say, the one thing about Gwalirn being free to play, if you don't have anyone else to use in the rank up survival dungeon, you might as well rank them up, because when you look at the Doomsday monsters right now, I'm gonna bring up my sheet real quick. If you look at the Doomsday monsters right now, sorted by elements, you have especially Lord Inheritor. He's fire based, so you have an elemental advantage against him, And then you also have Teddy Bomb over here, who's fire-based, so you have an elemental advantage against them. And of the Doomsday monsters, those are two of the most meta Doomsday monsters we've seen. So having someone that you can use would actually be pretty useful. Speaking of which, let's turn transfer to him, and we can do my strong single. At this point, I'm only doing 180k damage, so it's not enough to win me the game. But yeah, just food for thought. Let's just go after you. Gain sword for heal. Can I freeze you? Let's freeze you, honestly. Oh, nope. No go. Alright, I think I'm just going to take him to rank 5. Actually, I might be too high up in the leagues to where 130 isn't cutting it. I'm ranking 100, so I'm going to take him to rank 5, and then let's see how much damage he can dish out. Okay, I'm back. I'm level 150, and I am ready to take on Lord Inheritors. Let's go. Let's see. Alright, 144. Oh, there's a Teddy Bomb right there, so we get to test out my single target attack and how effective it's going to be against him. This is awesome. So I am poisoned, so keep in mind my damage output is reduced. I'm a little too fast. I'm faster than Pure Panda. I'm going to have to give him 2 speed. Alright, but let's just go through the skills. So, Evil Wave, this is my weakest skill, dealing 193 against a fire-based monster. We have Evil Tides, this is my AoE skill. But then for my single, Underwater Gates, yikes, he probably has a life rune, or mutant lives. Yeah, he has mutant lives. So, his life is being increased by 42%. Would I be able to OTK if he didn't have so much life is the question. The good thing is I can give him dots, right? Boiling and drowned, and he's already burning, so let's hit him. We're going to slow this down. Underwater Gates, I also have Cane Sword to deal some extra damage. I also have Burn Blood to deal some damage, except they didn't kick in. We got close. We got really close. Candy Cane hits. Alright. If he had Quicksand, he would have definitely died. But yeah, there you go. You got to see kind of a piece of that. Then we can turn transfer. We can do the AoE Drowned. Alright. And then, let's see, Energy, Mud. Alright, I think we might have to exit out here. I guess we can stun you. I'm assuming Plant has res. Let's make sure. Yes, you do. Okay, cool. Evil Wave, Sharp Ice. We don't need a freeze, so let's just take you down. And yeah, no need to continue this one, even though he'll res. So, he definitely hits hard. I don't think you're going to be OTKing then Lord Inheritors, because I guess it always the thing to think about is like it always depends on the league you're in, right? If you're taking on like equal levels, like a 130 to 130, and they don't have super mutant runes and SX runes and all this, you'll probably be fine. So you might stand a really good chance. Unfortunately, 2 of the meta monsters right now are Fruit Taster and Poseidonia, who are immune to torture, so you can't rely on your torture. So something to think about as well. Here's oh wow, here though that is a 150 running no mutants. And then you have, okay, well, let's test out. Full damage output is 265k, which to me seems really weak. You know what? It's because it's 55 damage, right? We've seen other monsters that have 60 damage, 65 damage, 70 damage even. So that's why. So this is the very heavy water plus the boiling and drowned. But when monsters are immune to dots, well, then it's not cutting it. Nonetheless, we are going to OTK Poseidonia, take you down. Alright, we're going to turn transfer. And immune to freeze. Unfortunately, I can't just freeze you. Again, good example of like if you can't OTK, well, at least you can just freeze, apply a bleed. Here I think we're gonna go with what should we go with? Maybe I should have attacked. I should have probably gone after Voltic, but with the dots, we're good. Oh yeah, he still died. Cool. Let's stun you. Let's try to double stun. So first stun was successful. No need to double. All right, we will just shield up. Alright, and now we can't, again, we can't hit you with dots, but now we can, no, we still can't freeze you. I guess we just hit you. Boom. And then let's activate CDA. He has a spawnable skill, though. Healthy Villain, yep. Hidden Shiv, Mud, right back at you. Morgs, Evil Tides, and we'll just end it there. Ooh, okay, thank you for healing. Alright. We'll do like 2 more battles, but like I said, when the monster design, amazing, looks really cool, looks very familiar. But I knew, is it Lindworm vibes I'm getting? Just from like the head or something? I don't know. He looks very familiar. But okay, this shouldn't be too hard. It's dodge area, so I gotta rely on my singles. Modrak, unfortunately, is water-based, so that's gonna be an issue. If you ever fight a Clutch, that's gonna be an issue too. But let's see what I can do. Because all I have are AoEs that aren't even useful. I probably go with the freeze first, just to immobilize him. Corrupted history, that's fine. The cool and weird thing is, you can still do your AoE and have Burnt Blood trigger. I don't know if that's intentional or if SP needs to update it. Watch. Oh, maybe I can turn you into a. Oh, I don't have. Darn it. Removes. You have too much. I don't have your free to play. Darn. I don't have. We can do dots. Lots of dots. I don't have the random control to turn you into a baby. Oh, my Pangos will kill you without even doing anything, just taking hits. Alright, Evil Tides. See, Burnt Blood. Boom. Oh, he's immune to dots right now. I don't think we need to continue this one as much. I'm assuming he has a res. He'll probably die next turn with all he has, though. Let's see. Burning Hands, Zaren's Essence. Oh, he doesn't have Revival. Good thing I didn't continue this. Alright, we'll do one more. But here's this monster. Again, he's a potentially breedable monster, so if you breed him, great. If you have no other attackers to use and rank up Sherlock Dungeon, you might as well. You might as well. Alright, Poseidonia, Rainbow. Alright. This one's going to be interesting. This one's going to be tough. Really going to try to win this one. Alright, to the sewer. And then Anchor. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Evasion. Again, I forgot I was going to make him... I forgot I was going to make him slower, but it is what it is. Pain Distiller. I'm going to remove positive effects from everyone, and I think I will. You have too much. Alright, positive effects are gone. Evasion, Package Bomb. So he did Evasion, but no MT anymore, so we can immobilize whoever we want to. We are going to go and do Heavy Roller and Stand in Daze success. Alright, yeah, taking them down is hard. It's probably smarter for me to go after Slumster. So we got the Drown, the Boiling, the... Okay, perfect. So Slumster will most likely die. Nope. Nanite Cloud saved him. Hopefully he doesn't cleanse. Nope, he did follow me, so he did protect himself. I'm going to go... You're free to play. Turn transfer, no. Activate CDA. Wouldn't be a bad idea. It wouldn't be a bad idea. We're going to do that. Hopefully he doesn't MT. Bodyguard. Never mind. He did MT. Mud. Morgs. Alright. Evil Tides. Drowned. Alright, single, he has evasion. We can freeze. Let's freeze Poseidonia. Oh wait, he has MT, never mind. Let's shield up. Together my friends, cleanse. I don't care for the days. I don't want to churn transfer. It doesn't even do much, except you have too much. We're just gonna recharge. Alright, recharge on your end. Bodyguard again. Gosh. Well, I guess I can AoE now, right? Just hit damage. Boom, boom, boom. That didn't even feel strong. Alright, there we go. So we killed Slumster. Good. Yeah, I feel like it's not fair for Burnt Blood to trigger the way it does, right? Like, it's just not fair. If a monster has dodge area or something, why is Burnt Blood bypassing that? Like, especially like Spear of Destiny. It's not fair. But with that said, you have too much. Bye-bye, MT. Do you have one more use? I don't even know. Alright, Dark Overdose, damage. We'll just shield up. Alright, we're just going after you. Get rid of, yeah, just get rid of you. And then, even though you're immune to dots, this is like a slow and steady battle. Activate cooldowns. Evil Wave. Stun. And free to play together, my friends. Cleanse that reverse healing in case it goes bad. And then boom, hit hard there. And then recharge just to showcase, hey, freeze, it can come in handy. Yeah, but there we go, guys. You have this monster. I hope you guys enjoyed this exclusive first look video. Let me know what you guys think about him in the comments below. Thank you very much, and remember to subscribe.